Good morning. This is the Fact Haters Report. It's the 4th of July, 2016. And believe it or not, this may be your last Independence Day. A lot of Americans don't even understand that Independence Day was because of taxation from King George in England. We became independent when we refused to pay the taxes. Now, the reason this may be your last 4th of July, Independence Day of any meaning whatsoever, is because the globalists are trying to tax us. Now, unfortunately, it's a cloudy day, but maybe you can tell where the horizon is. I'm at the top at Double Peak. I can basically on a clear day see the Pacific Ocean from up way past Los Angeles to way down through into Mexico. And the Pacific Ocean is one of the biggest excuses that the globalists are using. The globalists, by the way, are the people that are for the UN's new resolutions. Now, to check my facts, all you've got to do is go to the UN website and look at Resolution 79 and 80. These folks are trying to tax the world $13 trillion a year. Now, that's a pretty hard number to deal with. It's about the size of our budget that Obama's gotten us into, doubling the debt, if you have a feeling for what that is. This will give them not only that amount of money, but that will give them the most powerful military in the world for the sole purpose of collecting taxes. Now, the first rule of communism is confiscation of private property. And the easiest and most direct way is income tax, because you never get a chance to use the money. They just take it away from you from the get-go. At least when you're paying property taxes, you get to use the property, where if you're paying, sales taxes, you buy something. But income taxes directly takes away your income, takes away your personal power, and it obviously takes away the sovereignty of the countries. So we will basically be a communist country run by the UN, and the traitors in this country are the globalists. If you vote for a globalist this time, you are selling out your country to a traitor. I don't even have to name names, because anybody could do that. In other words, Trump could be lying. I don't think he is. He's a builder. He's not a destroyer. But the other candidate obviously has never done anything productive in her life. She's a public servant that's become a billionaire. Now, if that is an oxymoron, I don't know the meaning of the word. And if you don't know what it means, look it up. Oxymoron. She's a walking, talking oxymoron and a globalist of the worst kind. So you can just throw away your American flags. I mean, that's equivalent now, I guess, of rooting for your local football team or something, but it certainly has no effect on what the future is going to bring to your children and my children. Stay away from anyone that has a history of being a globalist. They could be Democrat or Republican, or independent for that matter, but they're the ones that are selling us down the pipe. When we conquer a country, we do not just take it over. We give them back their independence. That's what we're supposed to do. But these people aren't like that. Once they get a hold of that power, you think absolute power corrupts. You haven't even started to see what that phrase means. It corrupts absolutely. And you get one bad leader, and they'll probably annihilate 90% of the population through one method or another. But there is a way of doing globalism, and that's by people uniting. And I'm announcing the United People Organization, and they are a globalist organization, but only people can join it, not governments, not institutions. And there is no such thing as taxation. It's totally voluntary. In other words, if you want to be a member of the United People, you do it voluntarily. We'll give you credentials that you know what freedom and liberty is all about. The UN doesn't understand it. They believe in one thing: rule or be ruled. Aristotle pointed that out very clearly. Okay, because antiquity has never seen anything like the United States. We the people, nobody ever thought that was possible. But we've been doing it for a couple hundred years. And hopefully we'll continue. And maybe the world will learn to emulate that. So when you hear about United People versus United Nations, you'll see a different type of globalism. Cooperation from people and private people solving problems, not government. Government has never solved problems. They create problems to prove that we need them. We don't. Anyway, happy last 4th of July. I hope I'm wrong. I hope people wake up. Goodbye.